Hi guys! So today I am going to do a few videos of different places that I've been to and my travel tips and advice and experiences. The first place I'm going to start with is Mexico. It was the first place outside of Canada and the US that I went to. I went when I was 16, I went with my parents. Now we went to a family resort, which wasn't all that bad. I mean, I couldn't drink anyways, I was only 16. Wink. But it was a nice place. We went to Playa del Carmen, which is about 20 minutes outside of Cancun, and we went for just about a week, and it was nice. I did really enjoy it. One thing I will suggest is listen to your flight attendants, listen to the people at your resort, and, travel guides and books and advice and reviews online and stuff really help. You're obviously never going to know what to expect until you get there, but one thing I will say is airports. Now, the flight attendants told us before we got off the plane that you're going to see some people, and they are going to be in uniforms, and they're going to look presentable, but they're going to try and talk to you, and what they're going to try and do is sell you timeshares, vacation packages, anything they can really get your hands on. So, of course, we get off the plane, and my stepdad and I are talking. We turn around. Where's Mom? Here she is talking to one of those people. So we kind of dragged her away and, told her what was happening. And she's like, oh, but they look so nice. Well, yes, and that's how they get you. So I highly recommend listening to your flight attendant. If they're going to tell you something, they know what they're talking about. They've been there before. So we just kept our heads up and kept walking and got to a resort, and it was fine. There wasn't really much to talk about in Mexico. I mean, we stayed at a resort the entire time. Xcaret, we went there. It was an awesome place. I loved it. I'd go back. It was really, really fun, too. We went snorkeling there, and it was cool. We went to Cozumel, which, when you get seasick, when the waves are so rough that they're thinking of canceling the ferry, don't go. Honestly, just pick a better day, because we went and they were like 5 minutes away from canceling it, and they're like, no, whatever, we're good to go. The waves will just be pretty rough. So they handed out, sick bags to everyone. So it's bad when they do that. And I was doing so well until like 30 seconds before we docked, and I lost it. Like, I couldn't do it. It was so bad, and I felt sick for the rest of the day. Like, it wasn't good, but Cozumel was pretty cute. Just a tiny little island. And by the way, we were in Playa del Carmen. I don't remember if I mentioned that, but that's where we were. You can barter there, which is really cool. You're either good at it or you're not. I kind of bartered on behalf of my family most of the time because I consider myself to be fairly good at it. And, you gotta prepare yourself for that, but have a good time. I'd go back. I'd just choose a different resort just to switch things up a bit, and maybe a different place to go to, like maybe Puerto Vallarta or somewhere like that. Yeah, Mexico is pretty low-key. There wasn't a lot to talk about. We didn't do a lot, and I was only 16, so yeah. However, those are my tips for Mexico. I just want to mention a little thing is that I know I kind of stopped making videos with the personal challenges thing that I was doing. Frankly, I think I was boring the pants off of everybody, and I apologize for that. But also just because in my own personal life, I didn't have time anymore. Since my last video, I've moved out. I now live with my boyfriend. And we've been living together for about 3 months now, which is crazy to think about. But we're happy, we're good, and I'm going to Iceland in a month, so I figured I'd make a few videos about traveling and different places I've been, just because I get the travel bug so bad, and I just need to talk about it to somebody, so I figured this was the best way to do it, so I don't, talk my boyfriend's ear off, because I think he's heard my stories, 3 times now. But, yeah, this is it for Mexico, and if you want to watch my next video, I will be talking about my trip to Greece and Turkey.